Manny the Moth was mad, furious even. He had never felt such a burning sense of injustice in his life. He'd spent his whole life perfecting his look-dusty brown wings, a fuzzy brown body, and a demeanor that screamed classic moth. And let's not forget the best antennae this side of the porch light. They were his pride and joy, the envy of every moth in the neighborhood. Then Betty the butterfly fluttered by. She was bright, she was bold, and she was stealing the show with her vibrant colors and graceful flight. And worst of all, she was awfully familiar. Her patterns, her colors, they were a blatant copy of Manny's unique style.
Betty had copied my style. It's an outrage. How could she do this to me? It's like she took everything I worked so hard for and made it her own. A disgrace to moths everywhere. This isn't just about me. It's about the integrity of moth kind.
"You gotta sue," squeaked his pal Marty. And so Manny did. He gathered all his courage, consulted the wisest moths he knew, and decided to take a stand. This was about more than just wings and antennae. It was about justice. The courtroom buzzed with anticipation. Moths and butterflies filled the benches, whispering amongst themselves. Manny sat stiffly, his antennae twitching with nerves. Across from him, Betty sipped tea, looking breezy.
This isn't just about fashion, it's about national security.
National security?
Yes, butterflies copying moths. Next thing you know, they'll be blending in with us at night, stealing our secrets.
A murmur went through the crowd. This was serious.
Order, order. Let's hear what Miss Betty has to say.
Your Honor, it's all a big misunderstanding. My colors are inspired by nature, just like Manny's. The sun, the flowers.
Lies! You copied my signature dusty brown.
Dusty brown is hardly unique, Mr. Manny. Sunrise, tree bark, even mud.
Manny sputtered. He hadn't thought of that. Section 4. Exhibit A, a dazzling display. The courtroom was abuzz with anticipation, the air thick with the tension of what was to come. Everyone's eyes were glued to the front, where Betty the butterfly stood poised and ready.
In fact, Your Honor, I'd like to present Exhibit A. This is not just any display, but a testament to the beauty and complexity of nature itself.
With a flourish, she spread her wings. The courtroom gasped. The transformation was breathtaking, a true spectacle that left everyone in awe. Instead of her usual bright hues, Betty's wings shimmered with 1,000 shades of brown, each more intricate than the last. The patterns were mesmerizing, drawing the eye into a labyrinth of natural artistry.
Inspired by my dear friend Manny, his influence has been profound, shaping my understanding of subtle beauty. See? He's the master of brown. His wings are a canvas of understated elegance, each shade telling a story of its own.
Manny couldn't help but feel a little flattered. His modesty was well known, but even he had to acknowledge the brilliance of Betty's tribute. He had to admit Betty's tribute was pretty impressive. The courtroom murmured in appreciation, recognizing the depth of her homage. It was a moment of connection, a shared understanding of the beauty that often goes unnoticed. Section 5. A fluttery finale. The air was filled with anticipation as the final arguments were made. The courtroom was packed, everyone eager to see how this unique case would unfold. The courtroom erupted in applause as the verdict was announced. The tension that had built up over the past few days finally broke, replaced by a wave of relief and joy. Even the judge had to smile, clearly pleased with the outcome. It was a rare moment of levity in what had been a very serious proceeding.
Well, Mr. Manny, it seems Miss Betty has found a way to make brown even more beautiful. Her innovative designs have truly captured the essence of nature's subtle elegance.
Manny grumbled, then finally cracked a smile. He had to admit, Betty's work was impressive. The intricate patterns and delicate hues she had created were nothing short of extraordinary.
All right, you win. Manny's voice was tinged with reluctant admiration. He knew he had been bested, but he couldn't help but respect Betty's talent. But next time, throw in a little sparkle, okay? His playful suggestion was met with laughter, a sign that the rivalry had turned into a friendly competition.
And so, the case of the copycat colors was settled. It was a landmark decision that would be remembered for years to come, not just for its legal implications, but for the way it brought people together. Manny and Betty even collaborated on a new fashion line, Moth and Butterfly's Brilliant Browns. It was a hit. Their partnership became a symbol of how creativity and competition could coexist, leading to something truly beautiful.